involved in this particular group since the beginning, and Brian said things to me that I had never thought of before. The responses that he has to the reactions are incredible, and those need to be shared. So I wish there were a way that truth groups could exchange their secrets, what they, or certain pearls that members from within their midst come up with. Because I feel that we have to energetically and creatively offer this. I went through certain words. I went through market, no. Sell, no. Push, no. All those are true. But it has to be done through invitation. No horse is going to drink if you shove his head into the stream. And I've lost a lot of people by shoving heads, and screaming and saying, "What's wrong with you?" And so I don't do that in the movie, luckily, but yes.
Are there any media sources you trust anymore? I mean, are there really any, not only mainstream, but outside, even through the internet, that are really trustworthy?
You mean internet media sources?
Yeah.
Well, I think none of us have the complete picture. It's almost like, when you become a teenager or enter your 20s, you want to know the meaning of life, because suddenly it dawns on you that it's not about getting up, going to school, taking tests, and finding friends. It's about something else, right? So everybody tries to tell you, and everybody has a piece of it. And you like this thing that this 80-year-old person told you, and you like this other thing that this 35-year-old person told you. So I feel that it's up to us to look at the panorama of information. Even from mainstream news, you can get tidbits that are just really important and true. But your gut has to become a sensor system. And it will. I was out in the hall with somebody and I told him a bunch of things from, I don't know why, I just spoke very authentically and privately. And he said, "How do you know all this? Is there a book I can read where I can find all this out?" And I said, "No." And he said, "You just put it all together." And I said, "Yes." And it could be wrong. There might be elements that are wrong. There might be half of it that's wrong. But you will learn. And to me, that's why this whole journey is so freeing. It's like skiing through the ethers and getting it, and never becoming tired. And that is 100% different to how I have lived life. Slogging away, looking in the newspaper for a job, figuring out what I should wear, how not to offend this person. That's not a good way to live. So, one more and then we can cut it off.
I was wondering, what, if you can tell us a little about how this whole thing got started, as far as what made you just decide, I'm going to make this movie, or is that too big of a question?
Oh, I actually said that at the beginning. Were you here at the beginning?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
It was Brad, the conservative Republican, we did a live show called 9/11 Mysteries in Hollywood. And this wasn't, Hollywood like where they have the Oscars. This was a progressive theater called the Met Theater. And we made it to that theater because we were doing it for churches and peace groups before that. It was just video presentation with Brad and me kind of commenting live on what was being shown on the screen. And people around the world heard about this because American Free Press gave us a little advertising. And everyone wanted a DVD. And I thought, oh, that won't be hard. Brad said, "You do the DVD." And so once I started, I realized this is not what I thought it was. And then I felt, maybe because I'm a perfectionist, I felt that I had to create something that met a certain standard. And I didn't know this term, studio style. I just knew that it had to feel right, it had to be right, it had to look right. And so I kept pushing for that. And that's how it came to happen.
When did you start accumulating information, though? How soon after 9/11?
Oh, 2005.
Okay.
2004. I made a little flash movie that was on the internet, and it went global. It was only 3 minutes. And after that happened, I said, wow, well, maybe I can do something else. And it's really about, it's like the long jump, you know. You start from here, you see if you can jump to there, and you can. And then you can do it double that, but you have to grow bigger. Your legs will grow longer in the interim, and you'll learn more. And so we have to grow. As we grow, and thank God we grow all the time, we will be capable of doing more and more and more and more. And that's how we're going to turn this around. So anyway, thank you very much.
I will. Sophia will be back in 15, 20 minutes to give another speech. We do have a table in the back. She's selling the DVDs and books and many things you'd want to look at. Now, we're part of the 9/11 Truth Group, and we've been meeting for many years. And we have a sign-up sheet outside and one in that room. And if you just want to get on our email list would be good, or you can come to our meetings. We are also going to have Sandra Hicks right here February 15th on a Friday at 7 o'clock. And we've recently had Willie Rodriguez. And last year we had David Ray Griffin at PSU. And we're also going to have the engineer Richard Gage in March. What's that date, Tim? March the 9th at PSU. Maybe PSU. And we're bringing a whole bunch of guests in, like we always do. And if you need to use the restroom, it's just right outside with and a drinking fountain. So we appreciate everybody coming. And it's a really good turnout on a really quick notice. Does anybody have any questions about our 9/11 group at all? Dave?
Will there be another video showing today?
No more videos. But she does have a ton of videos for sale, including the one we saw.
Video both?
Yeah, no, DVDs for sale, yeah. A whole bunch of fantastic ones, I should say. So, we, believe it or not, we meet every week. We meet on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. But, yes. We have a right, pdx911truth.org. We have a pamphlet outside that you can get with all the information and resources and books and DVDs, and it's just great to see everybody.